This case was peculiar from day one. It concerns a 23-year-old Marine sergeant, outwardly healthy, named Todd Summer, who one night gets sick and within hours is pronounced dead at the local hospital. The cause of death on the death certificate at first, cardiac arrhythmia, a fancy medical term for heart failure. His heart just gave out. And there the case sat. There really wasn't much of a case. There wasn't any suspicion for a while until an investigator from the Naval Criminal Investigative Service, the NCIS, started reviewing the case, as is routine in all cases involving Marines and other naval personnel. He thought a lot of the symptoms that Todd Summer, the victim in this case, had before he died, extreme stomach upset, a lot of nausea, all of that, sounded to him very familiar, sounded like a case he had heard about when he was in training. And in that case, the victims had been poisoned, murdered by poison. Arsenic was the poison used. So that opened this whole case up to a whole big review. They went back, they looked into all the details of Todd Summer's life and looked at his outwardly grieving widow, Cynthia Summer, and ended up, long story short, ended up charging her with murdering her husband Todd by poisoning him with arsenic. The trial in this case was hard fought on both sides. There were problems on both sides. It was a tough trial. It was hard to prove on theories on both sides. I'm not going to give out how the trial ended, if you don't mind, because I don't want to spoil too much of the story. Suffice it to say, when the verdict was entered in this case, everybody thought that was it. That was the end of the story, case closed. Wrong. And you'll see towards the end of this hour, as this case unfolds, some of the most remarkable twists and turns I think you've ever seen. If you've watched a lot of trials, as I have, I've never seen anything like this. And I think you'll be shocked and fascinated too. You'll see some great lawyering. You'll see some great police work. It's a fascinating case. We call it an invisible enemy. It's 48 hours this week. I don't think you want to miss this one.